What do you think about this Planned Parenthood issue in an L.A. high school, in Roosevelt High School? The L.A. Unified School District has allowed Planned Parenthood to set up a clinic, and the clinic in the school is separate from the nurse's office. And in this clinic, students can go, Senator, and I talked about this on the Factor last night, students can go in, they can get morning after pills, obviously contraception, they can get apparently other types of contraception other than just condoms, guess birth control pills as well. And meanwhile, parents don't have to be even notified that their child is going in. In California, you can get an abortion without notifying your parents. Let me just say that. So that's already on the books in California, although that might be repealed this next election if they get enough signatures on the ballot. But for Planned Parenthood now is moving into our schools. It's clearly going to be a referral service so they can make money down the street at the abortion clinic.
It's absurd. We would never allow that in South Carolina, but California won't allow Marines to recruit in schools, but they'll allow this kind of thing. It's dangerous because it tells our children that promiscuous, dangerous sex is supported by their government and their political authorities, and so it encourages a type of behavior that hurts our children and hurts their chances long term in their lives. And just as you said, it's a referral service to more abortion, which we know the psychological damage that does to women. That is, there's no question about that. So our government is just moving things in the wrong direction, and we have to fight back. California is going to take themselves off the cliff culturally and economically, fiscally. They're going to be at the trough in Washington wanting a bailout. But states like Wisconsin and New Jersey who are making hard decisions about their culture, right decisions about marriage, are not going to like being forced by the federal government to support these states that don't have the good sense to develop good policies.
Oh, that is so well stated. And Senator, you might want to know and spread the word in the House of Representatives and your colleagues in the House, as well as the Senate, of course, that the money that's being used to set up this clinic in L.A., and again, this is just the first. You know this is going to happen across other states, probably blue states, that money ends up coming from Medicaid. The Medicaid money going into California is being used to go right into Planned Parenthood to set them up in the schools. It initially came from the state, but now the state gets that money from Medicaid directly. That's what's being used in our own investigation we uncovered to set up the Planned Parenthood clinic. I think the Republicans in the Senate and the House have got to get involved to stop this before this turns into a wildfire across the United States with more Planned Parenthood recruiting of our kids. It's so upsetting to me on so many levels. Senator Jim DeMint, thank you for what you're doing for parents. And remember, Senator, it's just $1 trillion here and $1 trillion there, as Ben Bernanke said. So don't sweat it. Don't sweat it, Senator, okay?
Well, thank you. That makes me feel a lot better.
Excellent. I'll send $1 trillion check over to you, okay, today. So you can just deposit that anytime. All right, Senator Jim DeMint on the Laura Ingraham Show, one of our favorites. And coming up, a stunning statistic about smartphones and sexting.
The Laura Ingraham Show.
Thanks for listening to this podcast excerpt of The Laura Ingraham Show. If you'd like to receive podcasts of our complete shows, go to lauraingraham.com and sign up to become a member of Laura 365. Our Laura 365 members get commercial-free streams and podcasts of our shows every day we're on the air. And also, you can listen to the last 30 days of The Laura Ingraham Show. Be ahead of the curve. Join Laura 365.